We would like to start first by acknowledging the 5 Medford seniors and ask them to please come and get a small token from our girls. Here we go. Senior Riley Allen. Ruby Andreasen. Senior Rebecca Casey. Carissa Pirafori. And Joy Riccioli. Congratulations, seniors. And now we'd like to offer a special thank you to our senior manager, Luna Sepulva Masciani. Is Amanda Verterio. Amanda wants to study nursing or health science next year. Rosita Pineda Boone. Rosita plans to study general sonography and wants to become an ultrasound technician. Nicole Damasceno with Amelia and Dan Marcello. Next year, Nicole will be going to school for communications and media studies. Our next senior, Captain Casey Martinez, with Mom Rana and family. Casey wants to pursue a degree in nursing and become a nurse practitioner.
Casey! That's not enough. You guys don't usually bring more. Come on, there's the team. Got it.
And finally, Captain Catherine Landaverde Vasquez with Kimberly and family. Catherine plans to continue playing basketball in college while earning a business degree with the goal of building her own restaurant alongside her family. She also hopes to travel the world and experience new cultures.
Girl power.
Thank you, seniors, for your dedication, commitment, and hard work over these 4 years. You have left your mark on this program, and it will last forever. Most importantly, thank you for the laughs and the memories that can never be replaced. We can't wait to watch you make a positive impact on this world. Thank you and congratulations, seniors. And at this time, I'd like to welcome you to Everett High School for senior night and a GBL matchup between the Mustangs and Medford and your Everett Crimson Tide. Now for tonight's starting lineup, beginning first with the visiting Mustangs. Starting at forward, a sophomore, number 10, Olivia O'Brien. A junior guard, number 3, Emma Marlava. A junior guard, number 23, Leah Marina. A senior guard, number 2, Ruby Andreas. And senior guard, number 12, Joy Riccioli. And now, for your Everett Crimson Tide. Starting at guard, a senior, number 10, Ariana Rao. A senior guard, number 13, Rosita Panina Wu. Your senior captain forward, number 12, Nicole Damasino. Your senior captain guard, number 15, Catherine Vanderhoek. And your senior captain guard, number 23, K.C. Martino. At this time, I ask everyone to please rise and remove your headwear for the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Big House on the Big Hill. For tonight's senior night extravaganza, we have a Greater Boston League rivalry matchup between the Medford Mustangs and the Everett Crimson Tide. I'm Josh Delgazo, he's Justin Hahn, and we are looking forward to bringing you our second night of back-to-back senior night action, Justin.
Oh, yeah, Josh, I love this senior night. You know, it's sad to see them go. Always sad to see the seniors go. However, they're moving on to the better things. They're moving on to the future, Josh. And I'll tell you what, for these ladies, the future's looking bright. Chris Miller giving us the little tidbits into their life, seeing which colleges they're going to, seeing what they're going to be majoring in. You know, Nicole Damasceno going into communications, but not coming to talk to the TV studio here. What's going on with that, Josh?
I mean, that's kind of our field. I don't know. I guess we're holding the spot, maybe? Could it be?
We might be. But anyway, the game is underway here, and the Medford Mustangs 1 game away from making the tournament. They're 9-8, and last time, Everett might be going on a little bit of a revenge tour here, because last time we saw them at Medford, the score was 47-33 in the Mustangs' favor. Josh, How's the Crimson Tide doing?
Crimson Tide come into this one at 5-8. They still have a shot at the tournament, but they're going to have to do so on a heater, and it's going to have to start here tonight. It is a 19-game schedule, so 10 would be the magic number. There is no 500 there. They'll need to get to 10-9. Theoretically, they could lose this game, and then they'll have to run off 5 in a row. But they still have some tough opponents left, and it starts with this Mustang team who is salivating at the opportunity to punch their ticket to the big dance. So like you said, the revenge tour would be a nice time for it to start tonight for the Tide to take one at home in front of a senior night audience.
Yeah, Josh, and if you are going to start that, you want Kat Landaverde in the games. Every time we do one of these games, Kat Landaverde, number 15 for the Crimson Tide, always makes an impact. Phenomenal player, one of the leaders of the team.
Well said, Justin. Landaverde has stood out in every game that we have called, and she'll team up also with a fellow senior captain, Casey Martinez. While Landaverde seems to be the driving force, Martinez gives you a little bit of everything else that helps propel the team in the right motion. And, of course, we also know the talents of Nicole Damasceno. You spoke about her just a moment ago with her communications background and what she plans on doing in college. But right now, she likes to live in the painted area. She's very tough down low, plays good defense, and can finish around the rim. So hopefully Damasceno, Martinez, and Landaverde, the three seniors, can help really propel the Tide to a big victory here.
Yeah, Josh, and again, Damasceno, if I remember correctly, she's an absolute beast under the net defensively, always getting the rebounds, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to bring tonight.
Yeah, no, Damasceno has been outstanding, and she's done so for a few years now. She's had a really good career here for the Crimson Tide, and we always look forward to what she can do. Having that presence in the painted area really makes her tough. And again, it shows up right there. She might not have blocked that shot. She certainly altered that shot. And then that gives way to Martinez, who now gets the Tide into their offense.
Yeah, and you always love watching Martinez work. You know, she works the offense really well, always calling the correct plays there. Unfortunately, Kat Landaverde just a bit too far for her to get the hands on the ball. But I'm looking forward to seeing Casey tonight.
That's coming our way. It looks like that right off the tripod, the truck of Tony Laidlaw.
You know, Tony and Aneem keep doing this thing, and I don't know if I like it. You know, Aneem comes out at the start. He's on camera, too. I'm like, okay, we're going to get an Aneem Osmani. We're going to get an Osmani camera. But now Tony's back over here. Now, don't get me wrong. Both phenomenal directors, both phenomenal camera ops, but you're confusing the crap out of me, and I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, they like to make quick changes. Instead of riding that start lineup for what would seemingly be at least a quarter of action, they like to really keep the opposing team on their toes.
Casey Martinez is going to take her first trip to the line here.
Nice job by Martinez. Really good form.
Yeah, let's see what happened here.
You see Martinez
nice little
being aggressive, going to the basket, and the foul was on number 10, Olivia O'Brien.
Oh, hey, Jinx.
Wow.
Yummy soda.
Jinx, double Jinx, no Jinx back.
Wow.
Whatever. I got some good and plenties. You want some of those? Terrible. So Martinez goes 1 for 2 at the line, but the Tide get it back off of the rebound and then out of bounds off Medford. So Martinez is going to try it from downtown. That just rims out. And correction, that wasn't Martinez. That was number 13, Rosita Pineda-Loon, who almost knocked down the three. And coming back the other way, the Mustangs at the rim get fouled. That just rims out, but we'll have foul shots coming up.
Yep.
For number 2, and that would be Ruby Andreessen.
I wasn't going to try the last name. I knew you had it, though.
I
had
think
faith
the whole
in you.
game we announced the free throws.
I don't think I can do that
at the same time.
No, because you're looking at me with your icy blues, and I'm like, oh, I might get lost in your eyes, Josh.
I hope one of them isn't closing. Sometimes at this time of night, I get a little droopy in one eye. Martinez with the rebound, pushing the pace, heading to the basket. Nice take by Casey, and once again, she'll return to the line.
And Casey currently has all of Everett's points.
That's right. I see it.
All singular.
All singulars. Looking to make it a crooked number here.
I like the little swirl in the two.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's a good
Me
number.
too.
It's a good number.
This is weird.
Are you just saying what I'm saying?
Did Joe Camley not program our simulation correctly tonight?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
So Martinez knocks it down. We're tied up at 2. 5:34 in this first quarter. Oh, that's great. Okay, Martinez knocks them both down. She is 3 for 4 at the line, and all 3 of the Crimson Tide points. Out of bounds, Crimson Tide basketball. Some good early defense from Coach Riley Dunn and her squad.
Yeah, I tell you, Josh, I like the look so far. I mean, you kind of got to calm down a little bit here. Every point on the board for the Tide right now. Never mind. I was going to say every point on the board has been from the line. But, you know, they're going to prove me wrong there.
And Martinez still holding on to the lone scoring threat right now with 5 points on a beautiful dish.
That was a good-looking shot by number 5, Leah Rosa.
Ooh, and that turnover is going to give it back to the Mustangs after Landaverde had the rebound, looking to push into transition, dribbled off her foot. Check out this pass. What a beautiful look underneath to Martinez. That pass came from Ariana Rouse, and that was big time court vision at its finest. Good defense right there. That may have been blocked, and that is going to stay with the Mustangs as it was blocked. Good D. And the rebound kept it alive. It's going to be Crimson Tide basketball.
Yeah, Josh, I like what I'm seeing from both teams here so far. They're playing a nice, easy game of basketball. You know, they're keeping it convincing on both ends of the ball, and they're all attacking for the rebounds.
Yeah, you see it there. And Coach Dunn is going to take a timeout. Starting 5 for the Crimson Tide. Joe Camley with some nuggets from the truck.
I might not be allowed to do the color corrections anymore. You know, I'm looking right at you. Your eyes are green, Josh. Your eyes are green.
And I said nuggets from the truck. It's actually Video Village. Our truck is over on Vine Street right now, resting up for the year. So we have a timeout called by Coach Dunn. One thing that Coach Dunn always does on senior night is that she trots out a starting 5 of all seniors. Now, some of these seniors are in the regular starting 5, but would be remiss if I didn't announce the starting 5 with tonight's seniors. So we have number 10, Ariana Rouse, number 12, Nicole Damasceno, number 13, Rosita Pineda-Loon, number 15, Kat Landaverde, and number 23, Casey Martinez. And all 5 seniors starting off the game very strong, setting the tone. What we talked about, this is a really, really big game for both teams. Crimson Tide are trying to keep their postseason hopes alive, while Medford is trying to punch a ticket to the big dance.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Josh, as this game progresses, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Juliana Rivera come into the game. Juliana Rivera, huge player. She's only a sophomore, but I believe has been on the varsity squad since her freshman year.
That's correct. Varsity minutes came early for Rivera, and they'll look to bring a scoring punch off the bench. Prior to that, what a layup made by Kat Landaverde as she finished in traffic. Beautiful, beautiful finish off the glass, and the Tide now up by 5. Good passing early on from the Crimson Tide. Ball movement is flying around, not too many dribbles. Coach Dunn definitely likes what she sees offensively. Corner 3 from Rouse. That's, just rims out. Good effort. Nice, again, court vision, finding Rouse for that corner 3 that I thought for a second was going to take the shooter's bounce and go in. Nonetheless, it is Crimson Tide basketball.
Yeah, Josh, I'll tell you, I like the look of Rouse's shot. Not too much arc. I know how much you love the rainbows.
Love my rainbows.
But,
geometry.
You know, a lot of people, especially on those sideways shots, they're either over or undershoot it. I think she's got the target locked.
Yeah, no, if she gets that look again, continue to shoot. And right there, it's Nicole Damasceno doing what she does best. Check out the replay. Martinez finds Damasceno underneath. Beautiful dish by Martinez. Better finish by Damasceno. And a chance at a three-point play. Able to capitalize. Nothing but nylon there. Damasceno with 3 points right off that possession. Tied up by 8, 10-2. What a start.
Yeah, Josh, I mean, senior night brings it out of the players. We saw it last night with the boys, and we're seeing it again here. You want to do well. Your entire family's here. Your family, your friends, they're watching. You want to play your best. Now, granted, you want to play your best every game, I would say, but you have a little bit more incentive to do it tonight.
No doubt about it. And Emma Malerba with something to say. A three-pointer right there by the Mustangs guard has cut this lead in half. It's 10-5. Martinez heads to the basket, almost gets it to go. Martinez aggressive early in this one, already with 5 points to her name, and will go back to the line where she's 3 out of 4 tonight.
Yeah, importantly as well, I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Mustangs currently have 4 fouls on them.
That's right, Justinian. You get one more, you're in bonus territory. You're shooting for the rest of the quarter, and there's still 2:53 left in this first quarter.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time you could be at the line. And then you continue to be aggressive, so you put that pressure on the officials to make that call and the pressure on the Mustangs to see how they choose to defend you. Maybe they start to back off a bit, which would give you that opening, that clear pass to the basket, or give you some shots that might come open due to the penalty potential situation. Unable to finish there.
But I think she was due for a break in points anyway. You know, Casey's got at least half the points on the board right now.
In fact, half. 5 points.
You know which point's my favorite, Josh? The next one.
Ah, man. I tell you, that's from the book of George Holman.
Oh.
That is definitely a George Holman sermon right there, and I'm here for it.
Doesn't matter how many points you get, it's never enough for George Holman.
Never.
I believe Rivera just came in.
Let's go. That's number 3, Juliana Rivera. Checks in for Rosita Pineda-Loon.
Let's see what the young sophomore has in store.
Great pass right off the bat. Comes right into the game. Martinez sets the screen, then slips to the basket. Rivera finds her on a quick pass. I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for. Rivera comes in, provides that punch. It comes in ways of facilitating the offense, and then we also know how she can score. Martinez back to the line.
Josh, is this our 3rd trip to the line?
That is correct, and Martinez right now is 3 out of 6 at the line. Now it's 3 out of 7.
What a great dump right there by Rivera to Martinez. Martinez in a wave of Mustangs and, able to get the foul. And importantly, there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Now, anytime the Mustangs foul, we're going to the line, baby.
Yeah, we'll take it. Martinez with the steal. Quick find over to Rouse. And that's good. And the Tide rising high in the building tonight. 13-5.
Josh, that ball's making me nervous on the rim there. It just a little toilet bowl action, and luckily was able to get the Crimson Tide bounce in. But I mean, I still think we bring out the bubble levels.
Yeah, we'll bring out the bubble.
There
it is. Whoa!
What a great shot!
Falls. That's big time. Nice play. Good steal by Martinez. Great pass to find Rouse. And that was off of the Martinez free throw. So that basically turned into a 3-point play as she went 1 of 2 at the line, then the steal, the layup right there. Great spot to be for the Crimson Tide. Timeout taken by the Mustangs and head coach Sherelle Sanders. So this was something that the Mustangs, they definitely want to try to stop momentum right now. That's a wise timeout to take.
Yeah, definitely.
For the Crimson Tide, keep the Tide rising.
I tell you, Josh, before the game today, I was talking to our athletic director, Tammy Turner, and she said that she'd be hiding because she knows how much we love to spotlight her. So I don't actually see her. I know she's around here somewhere. Oh, is that Tammy Turner right there? I said, Tammy Turner, we'd get you. I told you we'd get you.
Every time. there's nowhere you can hide, Miss Turner.
We'll get you. We'll get you. You do a great job, and we're lucky to have you.
Lucky to have you is right. Tammy Turner, one of the absolute best. Good defense by the Tide.
The Mustangs electing to slow it down here. I think that's a wise decision. But, you only have 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's no good. Rebound attempt. Mustangs controlling the offensive glass. Number 10 hitting the offensive glass hard. That's Olivia O'Brien. So Mustang inbound underneath. Good D right there by Rouse. But once again, O'Brien on the offensive glass. Someone's going to have to put a body on O'Brien right now as she's getting second and third chance opportunities for the Mustangs. And now this results in 2 free throws coming up. Only a sophomore.
Yeah, this is Medford's first trip to the line.
That's correct.
She's got a great shot.
Yeah, that looked good right there. Knocks them both down, Justin. O'Brien goes 2 for 2. This is a 13-7 Crimson Tide lead. Nice pass by Rivera, Martinez to Damasceno to Landaverdi.
What a great play.
You can't draw up a sequence any better than that. That was exactly how you practice it. Nice job. And how about the defense right there?
Great steal by Rivera there, and able to finish it, get another 2 points to extend the lead as the quarter is coming to a close here with 1:08 left.
Tell you what, Crimson Tide defense is all over it right now.
I told you, Josh, the senior night, you always have... Oh, look at... Great job, Kat. And great job, Rivera. And great job, Damasceno on that play. Absolutely incredible. But the senior night brings it out of people. You're like I said, you want to impress everyone that's coming up. Because sometimes, you can't make it to the game, which is all right. We understand life happens. But it's an important night for these young women, and I'd say they showed up tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. You're seeing it. It's showing itself in every phase of the game, especially defensively. Every time the Tide makes a basket, they're putting on a full-court press, and that press is proving to be all too difficult for the Mustangs to handle right now. And that's turning into points off of the steals. Tide doing a great job of sharing the basketball. We've said it since this game is tipped off. The ball movement has been at a premium. And you're seeing it right now in this score. Again, these two teams, they met earlier in the season. It was in Medford. Mustangs with a thorough 47-33 win. And you're seeing the total opposite right now. Long way to go, but this is exactly how you want to start if you're Coach Dunn and the Crimson Tide. You're up by 10 with a minute left. And more importantly, the Mustangs, you've held them to 7 points. They're not even in double digits.
Yeah, no notes so far. No notes. Maybe clean up the fouls a little bit, but other than that, you're still not at the 5 mark. So you're doing a great job on both sides of the ball. Speaking of doing a great job on both sides of the ball, how about the effort by Landaverdi there?
Oh, always. And then it shows
Rivera.
With Rivera going all the way to the tin. Rivera has it. Another layup for Rivera. That's 4 quick points. She just checked into the game just a short moment ago. Who else but Landaverdi with the rebound? That starts the transition break. Tide wasted no time with the track shoes on. We're going to get a double dribble violation. That's about the only thing that has gone wrong for the Crimson Tide. Incredulous look by Rivera.
Yeah, and Josh, I really liked what I saw defensively from the Tide there. We had a wave of Crimson Tide underneath the basket in the paint, and they just had their hands up, were able to make the play defensively and get the rebound. Beautiful. As Dave O'Connor would say, beautiful.
That's good. All right, there it is. Nice D by Damasceno, but a really nice basket right there. Somehow got it around the outstretched hands of Damasceno and that was Emma Malerba. And it's Rivera at the buzzer. That doesn't go, and it's going to be last seconds off the clock. So that's how the first quarter will end. But the Crimson Tide with a 19-9 advantage. It's exactly what you want to see to start this monumental matchup.
Yeah, Josh, I mean, for the Mustangs, it seems like they're having a hard time on both sides of the ball here. I mean, you got to figure out a way to stop Everett's full court press from affecting you, and at the same time, you got to put more points on the board. You've had plenty of opportunities in both aspects to stop the ball and to get more points, and right now, you're down by 10 at the end of the first quarter. If you're Everett, I say keep doing what you're doing. It's clearly working. You know, that full court press might catch up to you at some point. You know, you got to refuel the gas tank. Maybe put some subs in. But I got to tell you, Josh, the Crimson Tide looking good. The Mustangs need to step up a little bit.
Yeah, again, everything you just said, you're dead on. I mean, the Crimson Tide doing everything right now, and as long as they keep playing with that kind of attention to detail, that ball movement, they're going to be pretty tough. Still 3 quarters left. Things can happen. The Mustangs can change a little bit of the volume here and make some of their own noise. But right now, the Crimson Tide doing a really good job of making it play to their game.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to see what the Crimson Tide bring for us in the second half of this first half, also known as the second quarter.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like what he did there. Yeah. Damasceno with the rebound, and Nicole will go to the line shooting 2. So after 1 quarter of play, the Crimson Tide were led by Casey Martinez with 7 points, and then Kat Landaverdi added 4. Juliana Rivera with 4, and then Nicole Damasceno with 3, looking to add to that, and Ariana Rouse with 2. That makes up the Crimson Tide's 19 points. And much easier to keep count for the Mustangs. Number 3, Emma Malerba with 5 points. And then Olivia O'Brien has 2 points at the foul line, and Joy Riccioli with 2. So that's the 9 for the Mustangs. Damasceno unable to connect at the line. But we have a whistle here, and
that was a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Medford's
Okay.
going to get it.
Medford possession.
Medford.
Dude, I tell you, go to the Ocean State job. I don't know if it's still there. It's good. Real good. Oh, wow. How about that drive to the basket? That looked real good.
I don't even know how number 23, Leah Marino, was able to get it over the Crimson Tide. I mean, it looks like she just used the Crimson Tide defenders, rolled it off them, and was able to make that play. Well, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was a big-time bucket by Marino. And now the pace getting a bit frenetic right now. Nice job by the Tide. Landaverdi had made a really good steal to nullify the 2-on-1 break that the Mustangs had, looking to get more on the board. And how about that finish? Rivera on a heater since she has checked in. That's 6 quick points for Rivera.
Yeah, and how about Casey Martinez? The effort at the half-court line, able to, fumbled the ball a little bit, able to get the ball back, identify that Rivera was the one that was running up behind her. Give the ball to her. Rivera runs a nice little pocket route, and then Casey sees that, passes it over to her. Easy 2 points, Josh.
Yeah, that's how you do it. And you said it really. The tenacity of Martinez kept that alive, and it's always present. That's what makes Martinez special. That just rimmed out. And I tell you what, Martinez did a great job defensively. Now it's out to the open outlet in Rivera, and Rivera crashes to the floor and will go to the line shooting 2. And I love the pressure that Rivera is putting on the back end of the Mustang defense, wasting no time, heading down the court vertically, looking for the outlet pass.
Yeah, Josh, and I like it too, because she was even slowing down a little bit there, and able to force the foul, going to take a trip to the line. You want to talk about a rainbow shot, Josh? You see that thing?
Yeah, there might be some dust on the ball. That might have caught a little bit from the HVAC system above.
Yeah. She might hit the rafters with that.
I tell you. It's a good thing they got a cage on those lights. You don't want to knock off those fluorescents. They got the residue, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably not. That'd probably have something better than that.
I don't know. I'm not an electrician.
Nope.
I just play one on TV.
I tell you, you are good on TV. Are you kidding me? Oh, my. General Electric with the Justinian Luther. It's a good show. It's on PBS. So Mustangs now down by 11. And that went through the wickets of number 2, Ruby Andreessen. And I remember that name, Ruby Andreessen, softball. Remember that. And it was our Crimson Tide who lost to Medford in the tournament, a game that we covered. And Andreessen definitely made her case on the diamond. Very good player.
Yeah, and somebody to look out for on the Mustangs is Emma Malerba.
Yes.
She's been doing a ton on both sides of the ball. Pretty much every steal she's been a part of in one way or another, and just doing a great job.
No, you said it. Malerba's been great. Leading scorer right now for the Mustangs, and definitely making her presence felt.
Is that Amanda Vitero coming out?
Vitero. We're big fans of Amanda Vitero.
Oh, yeah. She does some work with us.
That'll show in this broadcast. That was acrobatic. Yeah, Amanda has done work with us in our TV studio. In fact, we look to hopefully get some work from her back after the season ends, although I know she is very busy with athletics. So we'll see what the schedule brings. But Vitero, great kid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vitero's an all-seasons athlete.
Yeah, so we might not. Maybe we can get a few school committee meetings. We'll see. We'll open up the bullpen for her. Kidding me? Does a good job. Oh, how about that feed from Martinez to Vitero? It's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crimson Tide. Martinez is on her game.
Yeah, she's locked in today.
Every pass is crisp. It's on the money. She's been a force making baskets around the rim.
How about Rivera? I told you at the top, Josh, someone to look out for is when Juliana Rivera hits the court. The young sophomore makes a huge impact on this team, and we got 2 more years of it.
Oh, she's cooking right now. She is cooking. The stove is on. Don't touch it. You'll get burned. I love it. Rivera heating up. That was a big-time 3 right there. Rivera, right now, 10 points. Got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, absolutely insane athlete.
Check it out. Quick release, too. How about the quick release on the catch and shoot? Didn't even touch any rim at all. That was perfect.
Incredible. And
they're going to get Rivera on a traveling violation.
Yeah, and the ref telling her to calm down a little bit. Emotions do get high. Do get high in any game you play. But just maybe take a breather. No need to overwork yourself here.
Well, that's Mr. O'Neill. I know him very well. He actually came over and greeted the table before the game. So the O'Neill family, we know the family very well. So he's a no nonsense type of official, and I think right there he was just giving a little all right, hey, I hear you, but let's cut that right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that keep up. He'll definitely drop a T on you if it comes up. And I get it, too. Listen, emotional game. Rivera's on one right now, playing a great game, but looked like the right call. If anything else, if it wasn't a travel, they might have got you for an offensive foul.
Yeah.
So maybe better it was the travel. You don't pick up a foul to your name. Otherwise, Rivera, just keep doing what you're doing. You're having an outstanding game. You've moved the basketball very well. You just buried that 3. You've attacked the basket.
Yeah, it's the Rivera-Martinez connection for me right now. I mean, you sprinkle in a little Damasceno, and you got yourself a healthy-looking team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's big time.
The biggest time.
The biggest time. The biggest time is the best time. And that's what the Crimson Tide are doing here tonight on Senior Night, up by 12, looking to further their case for the state tournament.
Now, how many games does the Tide play?
I have them for 19.
Okay, so we do need the 10.
You got to have the 10 because, unfortunately, there is no 500 there. So 10 is what it has to be. You can't be under 500. So, but it's within reach. You don't have too much margin for error, but it's within reach. Tonight's game would be huge to get him there. Oh, Vertero, how about that rebound? Nice job, Amanda. Oh, I guess she stepped on the baseline.
Yeah. That's all right, Amanda. Well, you'll get him next time.
Good effort. Came down with the rebound, wrestled it away. Vertero always brings that intensity. fun fact, this is Vertero's first year playing basketball. And that's the kind of athlete that she is. Able to just go out there, earn a spot after tryouts, and her effort and defense get her minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there it is right there.
Yeah, you see it.
Not afraid to hit the deck.
No nonsense out of Vertero. And there it is again. I mean, all over the place. Love it. And that's going to be a jump ball. That'll be Medford Mustang possession.
Yep.
So this is a 25-13 game. Tide hanging on, clinging, rather.
Sustaining.
Sustaining, right. Neither one of those first two words actually were accurate. Sustaining would be more accurate. Thank you for the Justin Hahn thesaurus.
It's my favorite dinosaur.
Yeah, no, the thesaurus is great.
Thesaurus.
I mean, omnivore. He'll do meat, he'll do the veggies. He does them both. You kidding me? I love it. Both teams in a little bit of a drought here, but it's working for the Crimson Tide as, again, they're plus 12 on the board.
I mean, Kat heard you say that. Let's see what she can do. And, just rims out. Tammy. Where's my bubble?
There, Tammy. Oh, man. Nice effort. Martinez going back to the line. Martinez has been living at the line. That's the fourth trip at the line, 4 of 8 thus far, and even 50%. Let's see if Martinez can add to those totals.
Josh, only 3:22 left in the first half. This game's blown by.
Always. It is. And you're seeing it. Both teams really, especially Everett, has pushed the tempo. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the baskets have been clean. So you had some fouls in the first quarter. You don't have any. I mean, Everett actually hasn't committed a foul in the second quarter. Medford has 4. And again, one more, and you're in the bonus with a healthy chunk of time left.
You know, Josh, I did notice that Everett didn't have any fouls, but I wasn't going to say anything. And now that you said it, that people at home, they can blame you.
I learned that one. So the first softball game of the year won't be cold, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, it won't be cold. But if it is cold, that's generally a pitcher's game, right? We won't get the most points we've ever seen in a softball
that's
game.
Fine. Yep. Basket's good. That was a 3-point basket right there. Hooping the foul, so a 3-point play for the Mustangs.
What a great effort by Rivera, able to bob and weave in between multiple Mustangs and just, put up what looked like an easy 2 points for it.
Wow, how about that 3 right there? Leah Rosa.
I think the Mustangs have just found their way back into this game, Josh. I mean, it took them a little bit, but the 3-point has been a weakness in the game so far. Let's see how Coach Dunn reshuffles the deck on defense.
Ooh, that one almost went. And Everett out to Martinez. Ooh, good steal. But Martinez gets it back. That's the tenacity we talk about. Never giving up on the play. Everett with the rebound.
And we've said it about Martinez over and over and over. Again, also a multi-sport athlete, but always doesn't just put in the first effort. We're talking second, third, fourth effort to get the ball. And, oftentimes that'll lead to the Tide scoring.
Everett out to Martinez, ahead in the pack. No good, but Rivera makes it good on the putback.
I'm going to call that one a pass, Josh. I'm going to say that was drawn up because that was too perfect. Rivera came in from the back of the court, and, what a great play.
We'll take it. An assist, no doubt, goes to Martinez. And that basket's good by number 23, Leah Marino. Mustangs starting to charge back here in the end of the second quarter. Good scoring clip in this quarter for both teams. Yeah, that's nice off the window right there.
Pass.
That's what I used to do at Swan Street. Just rifle it off the backboard. Mazio would be underneath, using his size. They'd be battling with Sully.
You know me. We talked about it yesterday. I was a Meadows kid.
I know it. You know what? Hey, Meadows, solid park. You get some reps down the Meadows. So we got a foul there. It's going to be on Damasceno. And going to the line is going to be Leah Marino. Correction, I'm sorry. That's 0-0.
Is that Lily Kelly?
I guess so, because I only see a singular 0 in their roster, and you can technically have 2 of those, but I'm going to say that that's Lily Kelly, because I don't see a 0-0.
Great name, by the way.
That's a great name. It's close to my daughter's name, but I like it.
Yeah.
And when people sometimes call her Lily or Layla, I don't correct them.
No.
It's fair. Take it. They all work. They're all good names. So I see you, Lily Kelly. Good job. Rivera tries it from downtown. That doesn't fall. Mustangs now looking to further cut into this deficit as they've really gotten some momentum back right before this half.
Ooh. You got to be careful for number 5, Leah Rosa.
Yep, we've seen it already, Justin.
If she finds herself open, she's going to put up the shot, and she's been pretty decent about getting points.
Well, even right there, that was a good miss, right? She had a good look at it. It was right around the rim, so you can tell that Rosa can really fill it up from downtown. So that's right. Good call. The Tide are going to have to pay extra attention on the perimeter to where number 5 is at all times. And that's out of bounds. That's going to give it back to the Mustangs. And if Medford so chooses, they can take the last shot here with the shot clock turned off, down by 8.
Yeah, not entirely sure what happened here in the second half of this quarter, Josh, but Everett seems to be slipping. Either that or Medford turned something on, because it's been all Medford all day.
Yeah.
Although, let's see if Casey Martinez has anything to say about it. Just rims out.
I tell you what, that was a great finish to the quarter, and it was by the Mustangs. You said at the halfway point of that second quarter, the Medford Mustangs really turned it up a notch. Everett still with an 8-point advantage. That's where you want to be, but you definitely want to kind of reset things in that locker room a little bit and exactly get yourself coming out with a strong third quarter, because Medford definitely with some momentum there.
Yeah, Josh, if I'm Coach Dunn, the one thing that I'm talking about on the bench is how do you get control of the ball? You got to go back to the basics here. And also, defensively, you got to keep an eye on number 5, Leah Rosa. She's shown that she's able to put up the threes when she needs to. And if she finds herself open, you're going to be in trouble. So play clean ball, play really good offense, really good defense, and you're going to come away with the W if you're the Tide.
Yeah, that's what we'll need to see here for the Crimson Tide. Again, hit that reset button and come out to a big third quarter. And right now, we don't want you to go anywhere. While we are into halftime, we have a very special, it's Teacher Appreciation Night on top of Senior Night. So bring your attention to center court as our teachers are being honored here by their students as they've come out to show out for Senior Night, and the seniors giving back to their teachers along with the rest of the team. Very nice moment here at Everett High School. We'll be back to start the second half. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
Thank you, teachers, for your dedication and support of the program.
Chill for now.
And we are back just moments away from the start of our second half. Had a really nice moment there at halftime as our teachers were focused and they received recognition for Teacher Appreciation Night as the players came out to join them. That was a really nice moment. I enjoyed seeing that. And right now, if you are just joining us, it's the Crimson Tide on top by 8. Justin, I know you have some nuggets on the Mustang side of things. Give us what you got.
Yeah, Josh. I mean, the entire first half of the game. I mean, Everett has been in control. Their largest lead so far has been the 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter. But I'll tell you what, in the second half of the second quarter, the Mustangs absolutely started taking control of the ball. Defensively, they were getting all the steals, and they started putting up points. And a lot of that has to do with Emma Malerbo. I mean, she's got 5 points. We got Leah Marino, who's got 4. But the eagle-eyed among us would be looking out for number 5, Leah Rosa. She's found herself in an open position a couple of times, and if she gets the ball, she's got a really nice-looking shot. She's going to put it up, and she's bound to get points in this game. But if you are the Mustangs and you're going for that 500 and you want to get this W, you need to continue doing what you've been doing in that second half of the second quarter, because Everett didn't know what to do. Josh, what does Everett need?
Yeah, right now, I mean, the Crimson Tide need to get back to the way they played for the first quarter and a half, right? So everything but the last half of that quarter. Not that it was gross the last half. It was really a credit to Medford, but you got away from yourselves a little bit. Juliana Rivera really paced the Crimson Tide, coming into the game, leading the way, leading all scorers with 14 points, and then it was the steady play from the senior captain, Casey Martinez, with 7 points, a bunch of helpers along the way. Tide need to get to that, as you see it right there as I'm finishing conversation. The Mustangs with a big basket by number 0, Lily Kiley.
Yeah, Josh, and if I'm Coach Riley Dunn, I'm looking to bring back the full court press. It worked for you in the first quarter, and you were able to shut down the Mustangs and go into the second quarter with a 10-point lead, and I think you got to bring that back. I understand, and I even said it at the beginning, like that is going to gas your players a little bit. That's going to bring your fuel tank's going to be on E. However, but it was working, and that's what substitutions are for.
That's why you go into your bench, you keep fresh bodies coming in and out of the game. Right now, Mustangs really do have a different feel to them right now. They're out of the stable, and they're galloping, and it looks the part. Everett really needs to try. This is going to be a big couple of minutes here for the Tide.
Ball just gets away from them there, unfortunately. Someone to look out for the Tide, though, is, and you said it, number 3, Juliana Rivera. She's a sophomore. She's young, but she knows when she makes mistakes. You can see it on her face. I could easily see her going to a D1 school when she goes to college. She knows what she needs to work on, and let me tell you, she's getting quite the highlight reel for herself as she, progresses in this program.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we saw her talents arrive as a freshman, and now we're seeing them show up as a sophomore, and especially in this game. And I don't know, I wonder how long it will take to see Rivera check back into this game as we're underway in the second half. Coach Dunn going with the starting 5 to start the game. Again, a lot of that pays homage to her seniors. 3 of those seniors do normally start. That's Martinez, Damasceno, and Landaverde. Rouse and Pineda Loon do see plenty of playing time. But I can't see it taking too long to get Rivera back into this game. As the Tide now, they are hanging on. It's a 6-point lead, still where you want to be, but don't rest comfortably on that. The Mustangs definitely have like I said, they have a different feel to them so far, the way they finished that first half and to start this third quarter.
Yeah, and I think the big difference here is they stopped the fouls. They stopped penalizing themselves, really. And a lot of that was how Everett was able to get the points. We saw Casey Martinez go to the line 4 times. And I tell you what, if they can clean it up, the Mustangs have a really good shot at winning this game.
And another thing that they've done really well is they are dominating the offensive glass. And that's Lily Kiley, who we've started to see Kiley's presence really felt in this game and doing it down in the block, working in the painted area. But another rebound, that's second chance opportunity for the Mustangs. And thankfully they missed the layup there. But another rebound, so they're still holding on to possession.
Yeah, and every time that ball touches the glass, I mean, you are going to reset the shot clock. You could have an entire quarter over there if you keep that up. Luckily, Casey Martinez was able to secure the ball there. Let's see, and it looks like there was a penalty.
Yeah, we have a foul there, and it's going to be on the floor, so the Tide will inbound underneath. Pineda Loon looking out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by the Mustangs. And Medford goes into their bench first here in this third quarter, and that's who you spotlighted in the open of this quarter. That's Leah Rosa checking into the game for the Mustangs.
Yeah, keep an eye out for her. Number 5 for the Mustangs. If she finds herself open, she's going to make the shots.
Pineda Loon fouled on the shot by Rosa, so Rosita Pineda Loon will go to the line shooting 2.
It's her first time to the line, I believe.
That is correct. Looking for the first points on the night for Rosita.
Tell you what, Josh, I know you're a sneakerhead.
Yes, I am.
How about the sneaks out there today?
Yeah, no, the quality, the style, everything about it, it hits. It hits.
Looks like, if you blur your eyes a little bit, it looks like you got Skittles out there.
I tell you
all
what,
the different colors.
And like the tropical one, not your standards, like the light blue bag.
I like it.
You get some of the exotic tropicals in there, and I dig it. I'm here for it. But yeah, the sneaker quality is at a premium right now.
That was a great job stopping herself there by Martinez. She knew that she couldn't commit to the drive, and I tell you what, that led to that play.
Big time hoop by Martinez.
She's going to try and go for 3 the old-fashioned way.
As you just mentioned, she makes a great play, putting her foot in the ground, putting the e-brake up, and then all of a sudden getting it back later on that possession, finishes in traffic with the foul and a chance at the 3-point play.
Look at
and there it is. I mean, look at that.
They're great-looking shoes.
Those are great. Martinez knocks it down.
And Martinez knew that she made that, too. She immediately started backing up to go on the defense, and we love to see that.
Well, double figures now for Martinez. That's 10 points. Rivera has 14 points. So a combined 24 from Rivera and Martinez.
Also, with that point, Josh, Everett has officially passed the last time that they met Medford.
That's right. No kidding. That's right. Good call there. Losing, only putting up 33 in that 47-33 loss.
There she is, Rivera.
So Tide now back up by 10.
I like the look of the defense here by the Tide. Not giving them an inch, it looks like.
That's no good. Rivera tries to keep it alive. And that's going to be out of bounds. Crimson Tide basketball. Good effort by number 2, Ruby Andreessen. Great effort.
And great sportsmanship there. I always call it out.
I like that.
The emotions can get high when you're playing these sports, but you always want to help each other up. At the end of the day, it's all for the love of the game, Josh.
Right. No doubt. We got a foul on Rivera. Correction, I'm sorry. Foul on Medford. Rivera going to the line.
Yeah, this is Rivera's first trip to the line?
That's correct. Had an and one earlier that she made. So this is a second trip, but the first pair of free throws, and knocks that down. So Rivera 2 of 2 at the line tonight. And that one just rims out. Rivera has 15 points, game's leading scorer. Andreessen working against Landaverdi. Really good defense by Kat. Rivera goes for the steal, doesn't get it, but a little bit too aggressive coming back into the picture. Will foul Rosa, and that is 3 free throws. That was a 3-point attempt, so Leah Rosa will go to the line with 3 freebies.
Yeah, and this was the girl that I was saying that if she found herself, she's got a nice looking shot. Let's see what she can do with the line here. There it is.
Right on cue.
Got a pretty big crowd here tonight, Josh.
Oh yeah, no, listen, senior night, you always fill it up. You could see the Crimson Tide home side definitely with a lot in attendance, taking in the action, looking for a big Crimson Tide win. There's a good look at our crowd.
Oh, yeah. That shot brought to you by Tony Laidlaw.
Yeah, Tony Laidlaw was quick to spot the commentary, and of course, our director, Anim Osmani, pushing all the right buttons. Unfortunately, right there, the wrong button. That was a traveling call against the Crimson Tide. So right now, after going back up by 10, again, you just can't, there's no margin for error here. You have to really continue to play clean basketball. Now the Mustangs down by 8 with the ball.
Yeah, Josh, and I'll tell you, right now, it looks like Everett's their own worst enemy. I mean, they're making basic mistakes. And at this point in the game, you really got to clean it up. Don't hold on to the 8-point lead or 7. Can I do math? No,
yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah, 8-point lead. Don't hold on to that. I mean, I want to see you start to grow the lead. And it looks like Rivera was listening. And that's exactly who you want to keep having the ball. But you want to keep growing the lead and, make it to the point where the Mustangs have to work very hard to get back.
Rivera with a beautiful spin into the lefty lob shot. That was really nice by Rivera, getting point number 17 on the board. There it is. Look at this. Going to back in, goes to the spin.
Oh.
The lefty. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What execution by Juliana Rivera. They needed that hoop. Back up by 10. They are in a good place to continue to live around this 10-point margin. But like you said, it's got to stay there because this can evaporate quickly. Now it's Kat Landoverdi pushing the pace. Oh, nice. Ooh, good steal, though. That was a good steal by number 10, Olivia O'Brien, and then a jump ball.
Yeah, that is going to stay with
called.
Everett.
So nice job by Martinez getting back into the play to create the jump ball opportunity.
We have both of our underclassmen in right now. We have Abigail Falkowski and Juliana Rivera, both sophomores.
Yeah, we'll take it. Especially, we saw what Rivera did earlier.
Yeah, we've seen Falkowski play as well. She does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, Falkowski has provided really strong minutes off the bench throughout the season, and to see only a sophomore, the future especially looks bright for Falkowski. And of course, again, we know what Rivera can do. So this is building up as a really terrific sophomore class for Coach Dunn.
Great rebound by Damasceno.
Oh,
we said it from the top. I mean, she's really good at getting those rebounds. Unfortunately, unable to make the points, but what an effort.
No, it was a great effort. Wow, what a shot by O'Brien. So this is back to an 8-point game. Seems to be where we have lived for much of this contest. Landoverdi with their own rebound.
Are you kidding me?
Kat Landoverdi
gets her own rebound, had to snatch it out of another player's hands, and then able to get the other 2 points on a little spin around. Beautiful.
Put the bag right on her back. It's a JanSport going up like that in traffic. A lot of books in that bag.
Oh, yeah.
I love the JanSport. Had some tricky zippers, though.
Great rebound by Falkowski. Gets it over to Landoverdi. Landoverdi looks for someone to find open. Finds Casey Martinez. Right over the hands of Landoverdi, unfortunately.
I like the idea. Just a little too high on the ladder to corral that pass. Mustangs take over after the steal. Wow, what a finish right there by Malerba. Are you kidding me? A little lefty scoop off the window, Emma Malerba. How do you do? That was big time.
Rivera always following up her shot, and I want to say at least 50% of the time she gets her own rebound.
Yeah, Rivera has really been the steady driving force for the Crimson Tide in this game.
And like I said, Josh, you can always see it in her face when she makes a mistake. She's always learning, always continuing to develop her skills, and just a phenomenal athlete. And the best athletes are ones that can accept when they make mistakes and, learn from them. But are you kidding me with that shot?
Emma Malerba, that was big time. That's how you make a basket when your team needs it. Goes off the window like that. And at least Rivera has the answer down the other end to keep the Tide at good distance with the 10-point lead. 2 for 2 goes. Rivera tied up 41-31 as we approach 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Tell you what, both teams putting points on the board. We have seen an offensive slugfest. That was number 15, Nadia Purifori. Oh, nice look by Rouse to a wide open Rivera three. Got it!
She got the nice shooter's bounce there, and Rivera's just going to keep adding to the point total today.
That was a members-only bounce. That was nice. That was big. And it was a great pass by Rouse and another really good finish. I mean, this game is just on its head right now. The back-and-forth play. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, both teams are playing maximum effort right now, and you can tell. I believe that was a timeout call.
That's correct, yeah.
Right. And with that timeout, I mean, Everett's playing a completely different game from when they first started. I mean, they're passing the ball around, but they're also getting really aggressive on the defense. And I tell you, if you want to learn more about this sort of event and when these events are happening, I'd highly recommend checking out the latest and greatest website from the athletics department. I mean, I know I said it last night, but I'm serious. If you want more of the news, go to EverettCrimsonTide.com.
There it is, right on your screen. Beautiful look at it. You can see the attention with all the links that change. You have the ticker underneath, which really tickles the eyes. You're telling me you don't want some live action with scores. You're getting it. And you just can't miss any of the action on this site. It's packed with all the information that you need, complete with a photo gallery. Check out some of the latest posts from EPS Athletics. How about news and highlights, highlighting the student athletes of the week? If you missed the previous week, don't worry. We got you covered with the archives right there.
It's big credit. I know that we like mentioning Tammy Turner because we know she hates it. But big credit to Tammy and her team, along with Steve Gallagher, making that website happen. It's long overdue, and it looks great.
It does. It really does. We're happy to show it any chance we get. Tied up by 9 after this timeout. Rivera tries it from downtown. That doesn't go. Rosa with the rebound. Mustangs are off and running.
And Bruce almost made out with that as well.
And that's Malerba. Another key basket by Emma Malerba. And this is a 7-point game as we have the final 30 seconds in the third quarter.
I liked the look of that pass,
I did
actually.
too. I really did. It was a great look. Just a little too far out, but I love to see that kind of vision, looking to find a teammate underneath. It goes in the books as a turnover, but it's one that had all of the right playmaking behind it. I'd like to see that revisited.
Yeah, no, that was really good. It had potential, and I don't know. I would give Casey Martinez another look at it, or we could give her a look here. She finds Roos.
Final seconds here. And on the other end, Martinez was a little slow to get up. Martinez really made a couple great plays there in that last sequence that don't go for any statistics other than just basketball IQ. So she made a great pass to find Rouse, who almost knocked it down. Then on the rebound, what Casey did was she couldn't get to the rebound completely, but she got a hand on it, tipped it like a volleyball player, and kept it alive. It was in that moment that I believe her head collided with the Mustangs player, thus leaving Martinez a little slow to get up, and that's how this quarter ends. Here's a look at it. So that was off a beautiful feed by Martinez. Now check it out. Martinez is going to sky high and knock that away from the much bigger O'Brien down low, but then results in, it looked like a forearm across the face. Inadvertent, of course. It was nothing that Joy Riccioli had done wrong, but Riccioli, the much taller player, Martinez was able to kind of knock that away and keep it alive. That was a really good play. Those are some of the things that don't get seen in the stat sheet, but you notice as a coach and as a fan what that player is doing for your team.
Yeah, no, I mean, Josh, I like what I'm seeing from the Tide in this second half. They're playing really aggressive. They're playing basic ball. They're continuing to grow their lead, or at least keep the lead, and just a phenomenal play from their side of the court. I mean, alternatively, the Mustangs, what is this? Somebody get me a shot of camera 2 right now. They did it again.
We have another substitution. We have another substitution. Our director, Aneem Osmani, is back on camera.
Look at him.
And it looks like Tony Laidlaw is back in Video Village calling the 1s and 2s.
What's happening, Josh?
They're keeping fresh bodies. They don't want any fatigue.
Yeah.
No fatigue.
You know, if we're going to have substitutions on the court, we might as well have substitutions in the camera.
I love it. So Crimson Tide basketball up by 7. And one thing is, while this game feels a lot tighter with the way Medford's playing, the score by quarters are really telling the same story. Tide was up by 10 at the end of the first. They were up by 8 at the half and up by 7 in the third. So they've trimmed it off just a little bit, but not enough to be too palpable, but enough where things can still change very quickly. So Tide controlling, sustaining that lead, but it just hasn't been comfortable. I mean, you've seen that the Mustangs have shown that willingness where they can really make things escape quickly.
Yeah, Josh, I mean, I like that they're keeping it a multi-score game, but I think that the Tide would rather see that number going up, the difference between the two scores going up, rather than slowly declining.
And I tell you, don't look now, but another key basket made by who? Emma Malerba. And
Yeah.
this was another key lefty scoop shot off the window, and Malerba will go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Let's take a look at the junior guard who's at the line, who's put together a really nice stat sheet. I have Malerba for 12 points. It stays there on the miss, but this is a 5-point game.
What a great block by number 23.
Purifori.
Yeah.
I believe that's Nadia Purifori. There's 2 Puriforis on the roster. That's number 15, Nadia. And number 14 is Carissa Purifori. But Nadia with the play right there. But Crimson Tide basketball. There's a good look at Ariana Rouse.
Yeah, Josh, I think the Tide are coming in a little too hot after the change of quarter there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like playing aggressive, but I think you're letting the emotions get the best of you here. Maybe slow down the tempo a little bit. You know, go back to your basics and just try and get points on the board. I mean, the scorer will tell the story.
Always does. You know
Just
who else
like
tells
that.
the story? Cat Landoverdi.
Speaking of Landoverdi's, I think I see a head soccer coach, maybe a boys' head soccer coach.
I see him. He's down the far end of the court, right by the 2026 backdrop, talking to one Claudie St. Justy.
Oh yeah, that's Rodney Landoverdi. We see him and we love him.
One of the best. Always here supporting the athletics. He's the head boys soccer coach, but you can catch him at any big event that has anything to do with the big house on the big hill or any of the square mileage in the city. 3 square miles to be exact.
Okay. It's more than 2.
More than 2. Oh, nice move by Rivera. Tied up by 7 with the ball. Looking to keep that distance.
Yeah, and again, Josh, I like what the Tide are doing here. Again, normally they'd be going straight into it, but they are slowing down. Unfortunately, unable to get the points there, but I do like the look. Slowing it down a little bit, and, get the tempo back in your favor.
And once again, really good defensive play by Nadia Purifori of the Mustangs, really turning away shots around the painted area. Malerba, why not, has made a bunch of great layups, unable to knock down the 3. And that's going to be out of bounds. Mustang basketball. You see Coach Dunn talking to Martinez there with some instructions.
Yeah, Josh, I tell you, something sparked in the Mustangs because, like, they are on fire. Like we said, Everett is still in the lead by 7 points. However, like, it doesn't feel that way.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like I'm on the edge of my seat
I
the entire
agree with
game.
that. It felt a lot different early on. That's Marino's going to try it from downtown. That doesn't go. But once again, the Mustangs just dominating the glass. They have had their way on the offensive glass. They create the jump ball situation. They're going to get it back via the possession arrow. Like, the Mustangs are just making all the right little plays right now. Tide just, again, they're maintaining that lead. But, that's Rosa for three. And you talked about it, Leah Rosa, who's been an assassin from the perimeter throughout this evening, gets a good look at it. And now we have our closest margin since early on in the first quarter. It's only a 4-point game right now, Tied up by 4.
Yeah, Josh, I told you I liked the look of Leah Rosa's shot. I mean, she hasn't gotten too many opportunities to score. I think she only has about 8 points, maybe.
That's correct. 2 threes and 2 free throws. She went 2 of 3 at the foul line when she got fouled shooting a 3, and then has 2 3-pointers to her name. So good for 8 points. But every time, and I tell you, on a couple of her misses from 3, they've been right there. So you can see that she's a really good shooter, and any type of space to operate, you're going to have to close that gap. You do not want to let her get going. There's 5 minutes left in this game, and the Mustangs now with their closest to threatening this Tide lead. I mean, this is really where it's at right now. Up by 4, still where you want to be, but man, it just feels a little shaky in here.
Again, Joe, I've been at the edge of my seat the entire time. Ever since the second quarter, it feels like the Mustang herd has been, stampeding through this court.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they got new horseshoes on. I don't know. Maybe they changed out the shoes. Yeah, no, seriously, they have been very strong in this half.
All right, let's see what the Tide can do here. They desperately need to get some points to extend the lead.
So that's out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Crimson Tide. There's a look at one of our fans taking in the action, doing some videography herself.
Yeah, Joe, you might want to take a look at that V mount. It's at 73%.
73. Yeah, that might run out by, next Thursday. Landaverdi gets her own rebound, but who else but Purifori on the block? And that's going to be a traveling violation. And Nadia Purifori has really been the defensive stopper for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, she's a phenomenal athlete. She's got the height, too,
yes,
which is definitely helping her, especially under the glass. And, she's been getting so many rebounds, Josh. That's going to make it a one-score game here. And now, I got to tell you, if I'm the Tide, I'm getting a little nervous.
Yeah, that's Joy Riccioli on a really nice feed. Oh, they needed that. I tell you what, I think Purifori's been the difference in this game.
Yeah.
If you want to make it singular, adding Purifori to the mix has really stopped anything from around the paint for the Crimson Tide. They're unable to score down low, and then she's controlling the glass. That was a big miss right there. We're going to get a timeout taken by the Crimson Tide, and Coach Dunn, a wise one at that. But yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, Nadia Purifori, since entering the game, and I just noticed, a freshman. So Purifori has entered this game and has completely turned it on its head. A number of blocks, getting every rebound. The Tide, who had it going very early, heading to the basket, they're unable to get to that area. So you now put the pressure on having to knock down those outside shots, and then you can't get second and third chance opportunities. I mean, this is where it's at. Landaverdi has been one of the few bright spots for the Tide to keep this lead going, and there's been bright spots. I don't want to paint it like it's dim in here, but you've seen the writing on the wall with the Mustangs just kind of inching back, and now they're starting to sprint a little bit. So Tide still up by 2, But something's got to change here because you can tell that the tables, they're starting to turn. The tide's starting to turn.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's big credit to the Mustangs. You know, that they've come back from a multiple score deficit, and they're playing a really great ball. But a lot of that, like you said, it does go to Nadia. She's made a huge difference in this game. And she's a freshman. Josh, that's insane to me.
Unbelievable. Freshman doesn't look like it. You mentioned the height, but it's the athleticism, it's the anticipation, the way she's able to just get up and make shots. So a foul call against the Mustangs.
Yep. Is that their first foul of the quarter?
Yes, it is. Both teams with one foul each. That doesn't go.
Josh, it looks like every single girl was going for a rebound out there. We say it all the time that you need to get those rebounds, but it started with Damasceno got the rebound. Martinez puts up the ball. Damasceno got the rebound. After that, we'll take a look. Martinez put up the ball. Damasceno got the rebound. After this, Rivera's going to get the rebound here. And then we're going to see Landoverdi get it, and that's where we catch up to live.
Yeah, no, that was big time. And for the first time, really, that we saw this evening was that it was Everett with the multiple offensive rebounds. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Crimson Tide, so it's going to stay with the Mustangs, down 2 with 3:28 left.
Yeah, Josh, the Tide has to slow it down. I understand the rush. You feel the pressure. You're still winning.
That's right.
Let me be clear. We're saying that we're nervous, but you're still winning right now. You can slow it down a little bit. You want to keep the tempo. However, pass the ball. Just make the clean pass, and you would have had probably a good play there.
And that traveling violation there will give it back to the Crimson Tide, but that's exactly it. So how the Tide got here was the ball movement early on in this game was just ever flowing. It was free flowing. It was quick. It was precise. It was going to the open player, open shooter, and they just did everything right. The ball's getting a little bit stagnant now with a much more frenetic pace. Slow it down. Move the basketball around. Steal right there by Malerba. Malerba's been all over the place tonight. And while Malerba unable to get it to go, the foul will put her at the line shooting 2. And the Mustangs with a chance to tie it for the first time since the first quarter.
Yeah, Josh, and you hate to see that from Ariana Rouse. I mean, she lost the one-on-one with Malerba. Malerba, luckily didn't make it here, but you unfortunately did force the foul.
It's worth noting the Mustangs have not led in this game since it was 2-1 in the opening minute. There's the crowd coming alive.
They're shaking my screen, Josh. They are.
Got to put the stabilizer on.
Yeah, and I love the energy from the crowd. It's going to be a timeout called by Everett there, and I think that was wise. It didn't look like they were set up at all. You're up by 1. What's the call on the bench, Josh?
I think right now, I think what you want to try to do is you want to try to get some screen and roll action, maybe try to get one of maybe Purifori caught in a screen to try to open up a bit of the painted area. Otherwise, I'm looking to get the ball into Rivera's hands and let Rivera cook. But that's what I would try to do. I'd probably look for Rivera, set a screen, maybe have Martinez set the screen and have Martinez roll to the basket, and then maybe you can get an opening down low. Otherwise, since Purifori has entered this game, that has completely walled off anything around the basket.
Yeah, Josh, I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to make one little change. Rivera, she's putting up a lot of points. She is the point leader. However, I think when push comes to shove, I'm giving the ball to Kat Landoverdi.
Tell you what, not a bad play either. Kat Landoverdi has been great. I think you want to try to keep Landoverdi off the ball around the basket because she has been the biggest presence at getting the rebound, but I certainly have no qualms if you want to put the ball in her hands, maybe trying to make something happen as well. Either way, I think you have a trio of players you're looking to touch on right there. Martinez, Rivera, and Landoverdi. And, of course, don't forget about Damasceno.
Yeah, but I'm standing firm. You want Damasceno under the hoop, getting the rebound. She's an absolute animal doing that.
And that goes out of bounds, last touched by the Crimson Tide. So we'll have Medford basketball down by 1.
And that just goes to show you, Josh. I mean, they're playing frantically out there. I mean, obviously you want to try and make the plays happen. You want to find the open lane, but slow it down. Breathe a little bit. You have time. You still got 2:35, and you are, for the moment, still up by 1.
Absolutely. And the moment still holds true. Rivera with the rebound, pushing the pace. Nice crossover. That's a foul. And that's going to be a foul on Purifori. And again, the pace, maybe the Tide running too much with the pace.
Yeah, you can see it on Rivera's face here afterwards. I mean, she's not happy, but also she's looking a little gassed.
Yeah, I mean, she has done everything tonight. Since coming back into the game, has not checked out. That's another steal. Mustangs doing it defensively. Marino heads to the basket. It's good. Mustangs with their first lead since the first minute of the evening. Leah Marino does just that. Landoverdi gets it right back.
I told you, Josh, if you give the ball to Landoverdi, she'll find a way to get the points, and that's exactly what you needed to do there.
They needed that. Big-time answer from the senior, Kat Landoverdi.
They're going to force the ball out of bounds here.
So Mustang basketball, 1:41 remaining in this fourth quarter, 23 seconds on the shot clock. They're looking for Purifori down low. Makes a move. That doesn't go. But the rebound does. That doesn't go. Purifori now fighting for it. Damasceno in traffic. And a foul will be called.
The crowd, I believe that's the JV team looking on, if not the freshman team looking on at the, that's the future of the Crimson Tide right there. Landoverdi.
Why not? Why not? Oh, they're going to get her for traveling.
Yeah, she was going too fast. Didn't have time to plant her feet. Again, that's just, we've been saying it for the past 10 minutes, I feel like. You got to watch your pacing here.
Tied up by 1, Mustang basketball.
Watch out for Malerbo here. She makes some shots that I wouldn't think were possible.
Oh, wow, what a shot right there by Joy Riccioli. The baseline jumper, that was big time. That was about 18 feet away, making a shot like that. Okay, so here we go. Timeout with 1 minute remaining. It's going to be Crimson Tide basketball down by 1. You need to be sure of this possession, because the Mustangs, with a shot like that, they are playing with house money right now and a chance to earn a state tournament berth with a win here tonight. So the Mustangs can feel it.
Yeah,
but again, it's not lost on the Crimson Tide minds either. They're trying to play for a tournament berth themselves, and they know that a key way to make that happen with 19 games in your schedule, you can't lose more than 9. They're 5-8. They don't want to pick up that 9th loss now. Otherwise, you're in run-the-table territory.
Yeah, Josh, and I tell you, they're playing their hearts out there. Unfortunately, it looks like Medford just turned something on, and it all goes back to Nadia Purifori here. I mean, she's doing a phenomenal job getting all of the rebounds, it feels like, and just the minute she entered the game, it felt like an entirely different game, Josh.
Purifori's been the difference. No doubt about it. The freshman has come into this game and has completely changed the way this game has been played defensively, keeping everything out of the paint, doing a great job on the glass, and has also provided some scoring as well. Here we go. 1 minute left. Crimson Tide basketball.
Nice shot of the crowd here.
Like that rack focus. That was nice. Ooh. What can't happen just did. The inbound pass stolen. Mustang basketball.
Yeah, but if there's anyone you want to see defensively, it is Martinez. I mean, she gets after the ball. Let's see what she can do, if she can make a steal happen here.
Wow, almost does. How about the effort by Martinez? But a foul called on Rivera. Martinez almost came up with the steal right on cue. Justin was right on it, flying around.
And that's the thing that you do notice about Rivera. She is one of the younger players on the court, so she does make those mistakes sometimes. And right now is not the time to be making these mistakes, Josh. And you have 34 seconds left on the clock.
It's about a 2 second difference, three second difference from game clock to shot clock, and now actually that's a moot point. Another foul there. So the shot clock is now turned off. One more foul by the Crimson Tide will put the Mustangs at the line. Now again, Justin, I would not go for that right away. You have some time to gamble to try to get the steal. It's not worth putting the Mustangs on the line right away. In fact, I tell you what, I would even gamble. I'd give it 10 seconds. I would play it down to 23 seconds, and if you don't get the steal, then follow. That's what I would do. You have the time right now. Let your defense try to settle in and maybe come up with the steal. Otherwise, you get down to around the low 20 mark for seconds, then foul, and then put the Mustangs at the line. And if they make both free throws, you have a chance down 3. Otherwise, you get it back that way. But play these next 10 seconds out with your defense, and maybe you get a steal without any fouls.
Yeah, Josh, now here's the Tide's opportunity to really show your discipline. You know, like you said, give it the 10 seconds, try and get the steal. Make sure that they don't score here, but you have to show discipline here.
And they did go for it at the beginning. They were trying to play out the string. I think even right there they were. But you are going to try to mix in a little bit of aggression to try to come up with that steal. And while Marino was trapped in the corner, did get fouled. So right now, big free throws coming up for Leah Marino with the Mustangs up by 1. 28.4 remain in this fourth quarter.
Subs coming in for the Mustangs.
Tell you what, any free throw is a big one right there. Marino goes 1 for 2, makes this a 2-point game. And Everett has no timeouts left, which means your players need to know that. You cannot call a timeout with no timeouts left. That will result in a technical foul. Martinez races up the court. Beautiful pass to Landaverde. The hoop and the hob. It's good. This place is wild right now. How about that? Martinez made it happen with the beautiful pass, and Landaverde knows what to do when she's that close to the rim.
Josh, I told you, everybody says Rivera, get the ball to Rivera. I'm not saying that she isn't one of the best players on the team right now, but when it comes to crunch time, the one person that I want to give the ball to is Kat Landaverde, because she makes plays like that happen.
That was awesome. Unable to break the tie. Mustang basketball. Shot clock turned off. This is not a foul situation. You're just playing D. If nothing else, this game goes to overtime. Timeout called by the Mustangs. Wow. How's your heart rate? Not bad. And via our Everett Athletics page, Crimson Tide victorious against the Mustangs tonight.
Over on the boys, yeah, where we were visiting the Mustangs.
Which, interesting, because I thought that was a 7 o'clock tip, but we did have some festivities here, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was scheduled for 6. I am not actually certain. I would have to say it was scheduled for 6. But great update from the truck, and we got it in writing from our very own Joe Camley, who's now going to sneak underneath the bleachers, as slender and elastic as he is with that flexibility.
He's sneaky, that Joe
But
Camley.
credit to both Bird Marchant and Joe Camley from Video Village to provide us with this update that the Crimson Tide, and it was a 6 p.m. start, so that makes sense. But Crimson Tide now They are tournament bound. That's on the boys' side.
Yes.
Picking up their 11th win tonight. 57-50 winners over the Mustangs. Right here at the Big House on the Big Hill, it's the Crimson Tide girls team looking for that big win, trying to get to 6-8, keeping their tournament hopes alive. This game is tied. It's going to be Mustang basketball. We have 13.2 seconds left. You want to play good D, but you don't want to be over-aggressive. You do not want to put the Mustangs on the line.
Damasceno, great D there.
Wow, Purifori with the putback. Tide are going to have to answer. Down to the final 2 seconds.
Bruce needs to put it up. And that is going to be the game. What an end, Josh. I mean, let's talk about it, right? Everett was on top all 3 quarters. Medford able to break through the barrier and with that last play, with that last effort, get the win.
Wow, I mean, you saw it. It was the drive from Emma Malerba, who had quite a game for the Mustangs. Went hard to the basket. Layup wasn't good. And once again, the freshman, dare I say, phenom, Nadia Purifori. Right there, rebound, quickly goes up with it, puts it back in. Tide tried to answer again. They had no timeouts. They had to push the pace. They did. They had their track shoes on. They got down the court. But good defense by the Mustangs, eliminating the Tide, getting a final shot off, and an absolute heartbreaker for the Crimson Tide. Here it is. Here's the final moments. You're going to see Malerba drive to the basket. That's no good. But watch Nadia Purifori. The rebound immediately puts it back up, and that's going to be the winning basket.
Josh, I tell you, it was a great game. Both teams can go home with their heads held high. I mean, what a absolute improvement over the last game these two teams met, where it was 47-33. Still went in the way of Medford. However, I think the name of the game and the thing to improve for the Everett Crimson Tide is the rebound game. I mean, that's how they lost this game, unfortunately. You got to work on getting the rebounds on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. What a great matchup, and what a great production that we had. Let's talk about our director, plural for some reason. They keep messing. Look at Aneem smiling about it. The directors, Aneem Asmani, who's now on camera too for some reason. Hi, Aneem. And then we had Tony Laidlaw, who was also on camera too. We had Jeff Nacio, our stream tech and graphics. Bird Marchand, Jonathan Bird Marchand, if you want to use his Govey, but everyone calls him Bird. He was on the replay. Joe Camley, our video engineer. Camera number 1 up in the crow's nest. We had Pedro Enrique de Silva. Camera 3, we had Bentley Pyram. And then, we had Miguel Ventura Yanis on photos today. What a beautiful, beautiful production they put on. Josh, you got anything to say?
I tell you what, no, it was just a great production. Always proud to be working with this wonderful team. A heartbreaker on the court. Crimson Tide, you gave it everything you had. You played great. Much credit to the Mustangs. They just had a little bit more at the end there. This was a terrific basketball game. Happy to bring you all the action. Unfortunately, our Tide on the wrong side of it. They still have a shot here. They're going to have to run the table. They're now 5-9. They'll have to win out to become tournament bound. And for the Mustangs, congratulations. You did just punch your ticket to the tournament. Otherwise, this is it. This does it for us here on the broadcast here tonight, completing another wonderful senior night. Want to thank everyone that came out, that tuned into our audience. A special thanks. We got Principal Braga. We know he's always tuning in.
Oh, he's always Big Braga.
Big Braga.
We're going to get an email about it later.
That's our guy. But no, really, you said it. You touched upon the crew. From all of us here, we want to thank you for joining us. Josh Delgazo, Justin Hahn. Good night, everybody.